Welcome to part 2 of styles, and today we look at symbolism, paradox, oxymoron, synecdoche, and metonymy. So what is a symbol? A symbol is just an object that represents something. Example, we have, for example, you could say that black represents Africans. So black is a symbol of the African heritage. We could also say that a dove is a type of a bird, white bird, represents peace. Yes, a white dove is used to represent peace when it's released into the air. Paradox is a case whereby we have a contradictory statement. Contradictory statement. A contradictory statement. For example, we could say, the Bible says that blessed are the poor. Blessed are the poor. Meaning that when you're poor, you're more blessed. People say poor, you say poor. When you're not rich, you're more blessed. So says the Bible. So this statement is contradictory. Because in normal life, we believe when you're rich, you're blessed. But in this case, we're told that when you're poor, you're blessed. Paradoxical. Oxymoron. Two opposites used together. For example, you say cold sweat. An example is a case where you are walking at night, then you see a lion. Then we say cold sweat went down your spine. That means you were nervous, you are scared. Cold sweat is an oxymoron because normally sweat is not cold, sweat is warm, and hence the contradiction. Hi, we could also say, you've heard of someone is in a hot, cold relationship. Hot, cold, blowing hot and cold. Love-hate relationship. You are in a love-hate relationship. That means at some time you're loving, at some times you're hating. You're happy at some point, another point you're not happy with each other. So it's a love-hate relationship. These two words are opposite, but they're used together. Next we have synecdoche. People say synecdoche, but it should be synecdoche. This is a case whereby a whole represents a part. For example, you could say Kenya beat Uganda in football. In football. Do you know what that means? We're talking of Kenya and Uganda, but actually we mean that a Kenyan team, that is the national team, Harambee Stars, beat the Cranes of Uganda. That's a team and a team. So a whole country representing a team. Then you could also say that America won in boxing, meaning that we had so many countries participating, but one of the participants from America was the best. Then we have metonymy. Metonymy is a case whereby related ideas work together. For example, when you say that State House has declared a public holiday. Public holiday. What that means, State House is used to stand for the president. It's the president who has declared a holiday, but talk of State House. So State House represents the president. Lastly, we could give an example of the crown. The crown gave John a reward. So in this case, when the queen was the head of UK, the monarchy, so the crown represented the queen. So the crown is as closely associated with with the monarchy. So the crown represents the queen. So that's just an example. So as an assignment, I want you to pick any of these: symbolism, paradox, oxymoron, synecdoche, or metonymy. Pick one and give me your own example. I believe just do that in the comment section and I'll really appreciate. Let's see how much you remember from what I've just mentioned. Thank you.